Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Yo. You already know what time it is. It's Phins Take with CB83A. Back to you for another show. Let's get it. Hey, the Dolphins are back on the field tomorrow. OTAs are beginning. Hey, off-season activities getting going. You already know what time it is, man. Hey, I got on these crazy looking headphones today because I couldn't find my AirPods, but they do sound really good, man. I might have to get in the headphone game, man. What y'all think, man? What's up with everybody in the chat? We got 10 in the room. Hey, do me a quick favor. X out the live chat, hit the like button real quick, and come right back. Let's do it real quick. Appreciate y'all boys coming through on a Sunday. Man, you know, family days, just hanging, relaxing, getting some rest. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My man Marino's Go was in here first. Shout out to you, homie. Got the dolphin emoji, the thumbs up, the football. Yes, sir. We getting it cracking, man, on the Sunday. Getting it cracking. The Dolphins are getting it cracking this week. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what I'm looking forward to seeing this week. What reports will we hear coming out of camp, man? What reports will we hear? That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. Hey, the homie Bones in the building. Bones, what's good with you, man? You're skinny. I ain't even gonna get at you today, bro. I'm not gonna get at you today, but it's all love. Bones, what's good with you? My man Q in the building says, Q says, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Q. Hey, you know how we get down, Q. Hey, it's Sunday. We feeling good. Hey, yes, sir. You already know what time it is, Q. Hey, man. Hey, these people talking about Tua ain't got it. Q, what's wrong with him, Q?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Hey, Tua's going to stay healthy. He's going to be that dude this year, man. Let's get it, man. Tua Leroy, man. Iceman in the building. Iceman says, much big up, CB83. Let's go, Heat and Dolphins. Sunday, blessings upon everyone. Blessings upon everyone every day, especially on a Sunday, man. Hey, Dre, what's good with you? Click, clack. Click, clack. You already know what time it is, man. Dre in the building. He says, this is when I get notifications and get mad. Oh, my bad. I hit you with the 15-minute delay. Don't be disappointed. You already know what time it is. Mr. Miami Legend Killer, he says, what's up, brother CB83? How you doing today? How you feeling today? Much love and respect. Hey, feeling good, feeling great. How are you, Mr. Miami 305? How are you? The homie Canes is in the building too. Shake money. Shake Money says, good afternoon, everybody. It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. Hey, shout out to Shake. Hey, the homie been holding it down in the community, doing a lot of live shows. Be sure y'all subscribe to Shake Money. He's been a little bit of everywhere, doing a little bit of everything, bro. Man of many talents, man. Man of many talents. Raul Parada's in the building, the day oneer. Raul P is a day oneer. Shout out to Raul P. Says hello to everybody in the chat. Cesar Diaz. Oh, Cesar Diaz says, hey, CB83 listening from the Bahamas, the 242. What's up, boy? Hey, what's up? Shout out to the Bahamas, man. My wife is Bahamian and Jamaican, so we spend a lot of time in Nassau. Trying to get to Exuma, trying to get out there and have a good time. You already know what time it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the Bahamas, man. I love the Bahamas, man. Lots of family there. We were actually in Vegas last weekend, and we were hanging out with some of the family in the Bahamas, man. We had a great time. Bahamians know how to party. They know how to have a good time. Shout out to the 242, man. Hey, speaking of 242, Dalvin is a fan of them conch fritters. So since Dalvin's a fan of them conch fritters, it's a Bahamian thing, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, come on back home, Dalvin. Come on back home to Miami. We'll get you some conch fritters. We'll pull up to conch heaven, get you get you some conch fritters, get you some good Bahamian food. You already know what time it is, man. Hey, S. Harris says, look at my boy on before dark. Hey, I pulled the afternoon show for y'all, bro. Pulled the afternooner. Yeah, man, I usually don't do before dark shows, but I gotta start getting going a little earlier in the day for y'all, man. Y'all like these afternoon morning shows? Let me know what y'all think, man. Dre says CB. My man Mansa Chill says, what's good, CB? Phins up. Hey, Mansa Chill's the homie. What's up, Mansa Chill? Shout out to you. My man Shake says, that's why I use headphones. Sound is superb. The sound is superb. I love it, man. I love it. Dre is the wolf. Hey, Wolfpack, click clack. You already know what time it is, man. Wolfpack, hey, they can chill over here. You know, they can hang around. They just can't get out of pocket. Once they get out of pocket, we go to click clack, bang. You know how we get down. Hey, shout out to my sniper gang. We got a few in the sniper gang so far. We got Ali the Persian in the sniper gang. We got Dre, Andrevius Saws in the sniper gang. And we got Lewis, Wolfpack president, as well in the sniper gang club. Man, in order to gain your sniper gang badge, it's an official club. You got to go out there and you got to kill the wolf pack. I got to hear you on panels. I got to hear you in spaces killing the wolf pack. If you're killing the wolf pack and giving them takes that they can't stand, that's not music to their ears. Bro, you getting a sniper gang badge, but I gotta hear you getting after him. What, Bone? What's good with you, man? Hey, yeah, everybody's in here, man. Hit the like button for your boy. We about to crank up, talk a little Dolphins. G's in here. G says December. Hey, G's a big tour hater, man. Hey, I heard G in the space the other day giving some ultimate tour hate. Ultimate tour hate. The first thing I heard G say was, G says that Tua, he doesn't lead his receivers. He throws it behind them, or he can't lead them. He can't hit guys in stride. He's not accurate.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Gee, what? What, G? He's not accurate? Come on, G. We got to be better than that. And then he proceeded to go on about him being injured. But that's what the Tua haters do, right? You have a conversation with them about, hey, what is he doing wrong? What are you seeing on film? And you say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that he can play pretty good. Then they go to, oh, he's hurt all the time. You just missed the whole point of the argument, bro. So you're telling me first he's not accurate. Then I tell you examples of him being accurate, all of this stuff, and then you go to him being injured? Come on, bro. We got to do better, bro. We got to do better, but we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Just keep cranking. Too, we're going to keep cranking them out, and we're going to be on the, hey, next year when the season is starting, we late in the season in December, we killing teams, and we rolling, and we in that playoff run. I just want y'all to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, right? Hey, y'all gotta keep that same energy, man. Keep it, G, keep it. Shake says Wolfpack in the building. Yes, the Wolfpack is always in the building. They're always on the sidelines hollering at me, trying to get at me. What's good, CBE and Baller? What's good with you, my boy? How you doing, bro? It's a beautiful Sunday. My man Cap for life in the building. Cap, what's good with you, Cap? I ain't seen you on these panels and in these spaces recently, man. Where you been? Says Jimmy Butler is him, bro. Himmy buckets, baby. Jimmy Butler been going slap off. Hey, that's a man possessed. Hey, don't mess with Jimmy right now. He's on a different level. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. He's doing what he needs to do to get them boys dubs. Get them dubs. That's what he's doing, man. Mr. Miami says, how about the Miami Heat? Okay, yeah, y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all doing your thing. Iceman with the Jamaican flags in the building. Yes, sir. I see you. Shout out to Jamaica. Jam Rock. Shout out to the Bahamas. Who else we got in here, man? Tua, it hurts of Iloa. What is it? Tua, it hurts all over. What you know about? Come on, bro. You know I'm down there, bro. I'm down there all the time. I really be in Miami, bro. Really be in Miami. Hey, Lewis tired of the Wolfpack. He want to come to the dark side. Is that what it is? Somebody throw the bat signal out. Throw the bat signal. The wolf signal. My bad. Throw the wolf signal out. Get the Wolfpack in the building. They say Lewis want to come over to the dark side. He wants to be a Tua supporter. He wants to be a Tua near. Lewis, rabid Dolphin fan, wants to be a Tua near.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What are we talking about, man? Hey, but I can see Lewis. Hey, I can see Lewis getting in the Wolfpack, getting out of the Wolfpack, leaving the Wolfpack, and then coming into the Tuaneers and coming into and just walking into the building. Yo, Lewis wants to be with us so bad. He wants to be with us so bad. Let's give Lewis a little break. Pete gave him a hard time. Pete said he was the biggest flip-flopper in the Dolphins community, which was crazy coming from Pete. You got, bro, this is drama. This is hilarious. I love the Dolphins community right now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to be here. Yeah, so let's get into it, man. I know y'all are in the chat. Hey, Lewis was a double agent, Dre. Is that what you're saying? It's an inside job. Oh man. Hey, I'm dropping a link. We got to discuss some of this flip-flopping in the community and some of these takes people have. This is great to see, though. I love it here. I love the drama. I love all of it. I'm here for it. We got 25 in the building. Please hit the like on your way in. We're about to get started and talk about camp a little bit, talk about what we're going to see from OTAs. We are at 770 subscribers, working to get to 1,000. We're getting there slowly but surely, picking up subscriptions basically every day now. Slowly but surely, picking up those subscriptions. People are subscribing. People want to support. People want me to start a Patreon. I'm not there yet. If you want to support, you can support with like the links in the description with the Cash App and Venmo, stuff like that. But outside of that, really just like and share. And that really does a lot for me. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my community, my little 25. Hey, people be clowning my little 25, 30 subscribers. Hey, we be rocking. Every time we in here, we rock. We have a good time. And we get it going in here. You got to get the people going. We have a good time. We're going to turn up every day. Every day we come in here, we're going to have a good dang time. You already know how we get down. So yeah, let's talk about camp a little bit. Now, we're going into OTAs this week, which is, offense, defense, special teams working to get better. This is the first time the team will come together. Not the first time, but one of the major times in the season the team comes together and starts preparing for the upcoming season. So the rookies are already in the building. They had their mini camp where they go and they get coached up by the coaches there. Now the rookies will be in the building with the vets. The whole team will be there, everybody on the roster, and the Dolphins start trying to figure this thing out, right? So it's that during this time period, there's going to be a lot of teaching, right? So there's not a lot of banging on each other, but there will be a lot of teaching in terms of techniques, in terms of what coaches want to see in certain looks. So it's going to be a lot of that, a lot of teaching, coaching, and understanding, guys learning the playbook, guys learning the plays, learning where they need to line up. So you can expect that. Now, the media will cover some of these practices, not all of them, but they will cover some of these practices. And when they cover these practices, you got to pay attention to some of the reports that come out of camp. Now, the reporters aren't really allowed to tell the people, us, about where guys are lining up, where they're playing, et cetera, et cetera. But you just got to kind of read between the lines and you'll see some stuff unfold about how guys are playing, where they're lining up, how many reps they're getting, and things like that. I'm looking forward to really seeing the O-line, the positions. Now, they might not give us the positions, but they're going to tell us where guys are playing, whether they're with the first string or whether they're with the second string or the second group. We're going to hear a lot about that. So I'm looking forward to hearing about the offensive line. I'm a trenches guy. I coach offensive line for years. So I want to see where they're playing. I want to see what are the groups, who's in the first unit, who's in the second unit. So I want to see where they're playing guys, where they're playing the backup centers at, where they're playing the backup guards at, and the tackles. That's going to be important. So offensive line is going to be a major key of what I look for during the OTAs. Also, what I'm looking for is the defense. How is the defense playing, right? Now, I know we're in the first year Fangio system. So it usually takes a little bit of time for guys to understand where they should be playing, how they should be playing in the system, where they should be lined up, et cetera, right? That's important. So it takes time. But I want to see if our defense can get after our offense a little bit. Defenses should be ahead of the offense. Now, we're in a peculiar situation because Fangio's a new DC in our building. So he's a little bit behind in terms of getting his guys set up where they're supposed to be. But I want to see if this defense is clicking right away and figuring out a way to make it difficult on the offense. And I also want to see, hey, how is the offense responding? Are they playing well? Are they executing plays on offense? How is the run game looking, et cetera, et cetera? So, when the guys go out there and and they're on the field and we have media coverage, you got to look out for Twitter. You got to look out for what the beat writers are saying on Twitter, especially during these team periods. So when it comes to, a football practice, it's kind of broken up into different periods, right? You'll have an individual period. Individual period is where guys are doing a lot of learning with their unit, right? So the offensive line will be with the offensive line. The linebackers will be together. The secondary will be together. Quarterbacks will be doing their thing together. Receivers will be doing their thing. And that's what they do in individual period. So usually the guys will come out, stretch first, get warmed up. Then they go directly to individual period where they start learning within their units. They start doing drills in regards to technique and coaching. Drills that's going to help them be successful when it comes to playing football, right? So they do their individual stuff, and then they're going to do like some team stuff defensively and offensively. So they're come together as an entire unit. So you bring the whole defense together and you start doing some stuff together, right? You start putting your looks in, putting your defense in, maybe putting stunts in and stuff like that. And then the offense is doing the same thing. They're coming together, they're running plays. So that's part of that too. So they're going to come together, do some team stuff as a unit. And then at that point, after that, they'll come together and kind of basically go against each other, right? Now, at times, there may be some 7-on-7 stuff where it's only pass stuff, right? So there may be 7-on-7 stuff where there's pass stuff. They may have a blitz period where they're picking up blitzes and they could be running the ball or passing the ball in that blitz period, right? And then they can have, 11-on-11 where it's like a full scrimmage almost. Now, these guys won't be in full pads. They won't. I think they're in just shorts and shells. They're in shells, like maybe shorts and helmets initially, and then later on they'll start kind of moving into shells where they put the shoulder pads on and stuff like that. So not a lot of banging initially, but they're trying to get their bodies ready, trying to get into a rhythm of getting into the groove of playing football, right? So there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a lot of teaching. A lot of guys just looking to learn the offenses, learn the defenses, get into a rhythm, get into a groove, and start executing on both sides of the ball. That's what they want to see. They want to see execution. So I'm really looking forward to the defense and the offense kind of coming together, playing against each other, seeing how they stack up versus one another. What you got to realize with this roster is that iron sharpens iron, right? So, and what I mean by that is when you're on the field and you have good guys to go against and you're competing and you're competitive and you're getting fired up and you want to play well. And the coaches are into it. It breeds good football. So I want to see, competitive practices where guys are really getting after it. Learning what they need to do. I want to see both sides of the ball making plays, right? I want to see both sides of the ball making plays, defense and offense. I don't want it to be one-sided. I know there's going to be days where the offense gets the better of the defense. There's going to be days where the defense gets the better of the offense. That's just the nature of football. So I don't think we panic in regards to that if we see the offense have a couple bad days. I think it's just a matter of seeing the consistency, seeing it stack up, reading the reports and seeing how guys are doing. If you're not hearing a lot about a guy, that typically means that he's either doing his job. I mean, that's simply what it means. It means he's typically doing his job if you're not hearing a lot about his guy. If you're hearing good stuff about a guy, hey, he's making some plays. If you're hearing bad stuff about a guy, hey, he's not doing well. He's having a hard time keeping up. Now, getting these guys acclimated back to the weather is going to be important. It's really hot out there. These guys got to hydrate. They got to get their bodies prepared for it. And then after these practices, they're going to go watch the film and see how they could find ways to clean up what they did in practice and come out there and execute better the next day, right? So they're going to be on the field probably tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow and Tuesday. Then they have a break till I think maybe Friday or Saturday. And then they go again next week. So Mike McDaniels is just find a way to use this time wisely, get the most out of these guys while they're in the building, and really just set the tone for going into camp and getting guys prepared for the upcoming season. Because this is going to be a big season for the Miami Dolphins. We have to agree with that. So looking forward to that. And I got some guys asking me questions in the chat, and feel free. Let's talk about it. We're gonna ask some. I'm gonna take some questions right now. I shout out to Across the Pond. I see Across the Pond in the building. I see Dade County in here. I see G. I see Mr. Miami. A lot of the homies in here. But feel free to drop a question in the chat. I'm gonna try to address some questions like one at a time and just kind of talk about OTAs and how to approach it. Now, the first one I see is Q asked me a question. Q says, CB83, what do you think about Agba, Wilkins, and Raekwon as the 3-down linemen while Seiler rotates with Wilkins? So it's just going to depend on how Fangio wants to just how he wants to deploy him, right? So it depends on what he needs for his defense. And when you look at defense is trying to either stop the run or stop the pass, right? The down and distance will determine whether they're running and passing. So I think on certain downs you'll see, Wilkins, Raekwon. I think on some downs you'll see Seiler, Wilkins. I think on some downs you'll see Raekwon and Seiler. I think that's just how that's going to look in terms of like the 3-down linemen. I think what you'll see a lot of is you'll see a lot of shade. So a lot of Wilkins or Seiler or Raekwon on a shade over the center. You'll see the 3 technique there, whether that's Raekwon or whether that's Wilkins. And then you'll see our linemen. I mean, you'll see the DNs out there trying to set the edge. And I think this year is going to be really important for us to kind of understand from a standpoint of defensive line play, like how we set the edge, how we keep quarterbacks contained, etc. Because I saw a lot of undisciplined play on the defensive line last year, especially at the defensive ends position. Just a lot of guys going inside and giving up their outside shoulder when I felt like, hey, you should be keeping your outside shoulder free so that quarterback can't get out the pocket, right? So that's something we're going to have to look at. I think Fangio is going to bring a lot more discipline to the defensive line, right? His scheme is going to make sure guys are in the right place doing what they need to do. None of that wildcatting. And when I say wildcatting, I mean guys out there doing what they want to do. And that's what you see on some football teams. And that's why some teams are giving up big plays, because guys are out there just wildcatting, doing their own thing. So I think we'll see a much more disciplined defense this year. And I think the defensive line will have they'll have a much more success this year. And it's not only going to be because of their play, but it's going to be because of our secondary's play as well and how they approach it, right? So I think our secondary will be better. So I think our defensive line will get much more penetration, much more sacks, and just cause much more havoc, right? Because those are game-changing plays. When you can get the sack fumbles, you can get the interceptions. Those are game-changing plays that we needed last year in order to win some games, and we just couldn't get them. We had a hard time getting them. And we went from a team who was, top 10 in turnovers, right? Top 10 in forcing turnovers, and we went to bottom. We went down in the bottom because we weren't being effective on defense. And that's what I want to see. I want to see guys getting after the quarterback, making plays, making it tough on the quarterbacks. Shout out to Across the Pond. I see Across the Pond in here. The homie Anthony Manzano's, and he says, yo, Dave says, why these dudes ducking me? I have no idea why they ducking you, man. Is that the Boston fans or is that the Lakers fans? What is it, man? My man Iceman with a question. He says, CB, what do you think of the scheme for Tua being comfortable with Mike's second year in the scheme? Will he flourish or will he struggle? What you think, bro? Now, in terms of the scheme, man, and quarterbacks are only going to get more comfortable as they play in the system, right? And I think our offensive line will be more comfortable. I think our running backs will be more comfortable. I think it's going to be a culmination of all of that together. And the offense really should be much better this year, right? With timing, with the receivers working their butts off to get to certain spots and to make plays. I think we're going to flourish this year. I really think we're going to flourish. And that's the thing about it, man. First year in the system, I thought Tua played well, right? Can he get better? Of course. Always room for growth. Always room for growth for all of the players. But he's also got to stay healthy. And I think that's a big part of it right there is just Tua being able to stay healthy and be available for his team. Because the best ability is really availability. Like, you got to be available for your team or you're no good, right? You're not helping us. So, yeah, I do think Tua's going to flourish. I think of course, there's going to be times, and this is what I tell people who have kind of, I'm going to say, unrealistic expectations for a quarterback. A quarterback is going to have at least 2 to 3 games where he's just off. And maybe you can either find a way to win those games or you're going to lose them, right? And maybe you win them by running the ball more. Maybe you win them by getting creative on offense and doing something different and mixing it up. Maybe the defense comes to play in those games. Maybe you get something from special teams, a punt return or kick return to help. But you're either going to find a way to win those games or you're going to lose them, right? So I want to see us be a team where, hey, if Tua has a bad game or if he has a game where he's not up to par, he's not playing the best, I want to see our other units, defense, special teams, be able to pick it up, right? If they can pick it up and carry the torch for that game, that just makes us a much better football team. And that's what I want to see, because I'll know going into the playoffs that, hey, even if Tua is not playing well, we can find a way to win those games, right? We saw it last year a little bit. I'll say the only game where Tua didn't play great that we ended up winning was the Pittsburgh game, right? I think that's the only one where Tua didn't play well, and we ended up winning the game. Barely won it. Noah Igbenogany picks it off in the end zone. Barely won it, but it's a win. So I got to count that. There wasn't many games where the defense carried us last year, right? The defense was our weak point last year. So they struggled. They really did. Now, they made some plays in the playoff game that were phenomenal. But during the year, they just really struggle. Anthony Manzano says, with the way the defense usually plays with Fangio, specifically, do you see the safety position specifically, Holland leading the team in intersections over the corner position with Howard and Ramsey? That's going to be tough. I mean, I think the way they're playing this zone defense, Holland's interceptions should increase. I'd like to see Holland get back there. I think he's a really good reader of the quarterback and where he's going to go with the football. But I want to see him make those plays. There were a couple plays last year that Holland struggled to make when it came to intercepting the ball. I want to see him make those plays. He's a good player, phenomenal player, physical, rangy, can go up and get the football. I want to see him make those plays. What we got? We got another question. Shout out to Anthony for the question. Appreciate y'all, man. Be sure to hit the like. We got 30 in the room. Appreciate y'all. Mr. Fanatic, let's go with his question. He says, do you think the defense will be better against the pass or the run? Good question, right? So last year we were top 10 against the run, right? Bottom 10 against the pass. We add pieces in the secondary. I'm gonna say this year we're gonna be top 10. Let's say we're going to be better against the pass than we will be against the run. I'm going to go with that. So I think this year we'll be better against the pass than we will against the run. And I think the run game won't drop significantly. It may take a hit a little bit, but I think the pass game will go up tremendously. I think we'll be a top 5, top 10 secondary this year with the pieces we added in Ramsey, Cam, bringing him in, drafting him. And then also getting some other guys in the building. I think that secondary is going to be a real strong suit for this Miami defense, for real. I think it's going to be a strong suit. G, a good question from G. He says, how much does this offense change from strong left to strong right? Is it a easy transition? What do you mean by that when you say change from strong left to strong right? Because when you look at, from an offensive standpoint, let's talk about it from an offensive standpoint. We really don't have a strong right or strong left and on the offensive side of the ball. The defense is calling out strong right or strong left. So when the defense lines up, they'll look at the formation and they'll say, hey, strong right, and they'll adjust to that, right? So they'll adjust to the strong right and strong left call and play it that way. From an offensive standpoint, we may have the tight end on the right side. We may have the tight end on the left side. We may be balanced and have double tight ends, lined up on both sides. But I think, from an offensive standpoint, Mike McDaniels will do a good job of balancing it out. And I always talk about this, when it comes to offense. The best offenses are balanced, right? They're balanced. And the best offensive coordinators use the entire field, right? To basically chip away at their opponent. So whether it's stretching the field, whether it's the middle of the field, whether it's the hashes, whether it's outside the hashes, inside the hashes, whether it's up the middle, in the 2, 3, 4 gap, or is it outside run? There's a number of different ways to approach it. But you got to be balanced, right? You got to be balanced and you got to use the entire field. I think Mike McDaniels will find a way to be balanced this year. And he's already, realized that, hey, we need to run the football more because it wasn't enough for us last year and it cost us games. And I think he realized that. And going back and looking at it, and I'm sure he's watched a lot of film, in the offseason. I'm sure he has. He realizes that, hey, I got to do better running the football. It's only going to help my offense play better. And that's what Louis Riddick was saying. And this has always been my approach too. When you're running the football, your linemen are happier. Your offensive linemen are happier, right? Instead of just getting back into pass protection and moving your feet and having a pass block, you get to tee off on somebody. You get to move up the field. You get to go downfield and hit a linebacker. They're happier. So you got to find a way to make your offensive line happier. Get them moving up the field. I loved giving my guys run opportunities. because they can play heavy on their hands. They can get downhill. They can tee off on guys. They wanna get those pancakes. You can't pancake anybody freaking pass blocking. You can't do that, right? These guys thrive off driving their feet, latching on the guys, and basically imposing their will on them. So it's going to be important that Mike McDaniels kind of feed his linemen a little bit and say, hey, I'm going to get you guys involved in the game and not just let you sit back and take it all game. Because that's not something they want to do. They don't want to be in pass pro every down. They want to be mixing it up and playing physical and getting after it, pulling, kicking, trapping guys. Bro, those are some of the best blocks for offensive linemen. When you get to trap a guy, man, you could just imagine. You got a right guard coming across the formation. The defensive lineman has no idea what's going on. The other guys on the other side, away from that guard, are just going away from him. They're going down to their guy, and he thinks he's coming scot-free across the line of scrimmage, and the right guard pulls and smacks the dog mess out of him. You gotta do that. You gotta keep guys on your toes, and that's really how you win football games, right? You gotta be balanced. You gotta isolate the guys who are good, the defensive ends who are studs. The tackles who are studs, isolate them. You got to put them in bad situations. So that's what I'm looking for from Mike McDaniel. Another question. Damn, I got to catch up. Let me get caught up. Question from Anthony Manzano. He says, do you think McDaniel is going to add a little bit more spread and run and shot? He says run and shoot concepts into the offense to mix it up with the West Coast. I think so. I think we only saw a glimpse of what the offense will be this year. And honestly, to be completely honest with you, I was a bit disappointed in the offense last year from a creative standpoint. Like, I feel like we could have been much more creative with Tyreek, with Waddle. We saw jet sweeps maybe 4 times, maybe 3 times during the year. We saw reverses maybe 1 or 2 times on the year, and we got too much speed at the wide receiver position not to be getting creative with those guys. There's just too much speed there, right? We saw the will concepts. We saw the concepts downfield where Tyreek is pushing guys, pushing them hard, and then he'll stop at 15, 20 yards and catch the ball and make a play. We saw that. We saw a lot of that stuff. I want to see more of the mesh concepts. I want to see more of the screens. And when I say mesh concepts, I want to see more of the stuff underneath, across the middle, quick. Give it to them now. Let them go. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of Tyreek and Waddle in the open field with space, able to make a play. Everything doesn't have to be down the field. And that was part of my problem with last year. I mean, we threw some slants, we threw some bubble screens and stuff like that. But I want to see more of that stuff, especially if you aren't running the ball. Like that's an extension of the run game. So you gotta be creative and use some of that stuff underneath too. I want to see the running back screens. Where are the running back screens at? Where are the tight end screens? Where are plays where they're teeing off on our quarterback and we can slow them down with one? Where are the draws at? So I want to see more of that stuff because it's like the chess game. It's the chess match. And if you're not playing a chess match and you're kind of doing the same thing every time, defenses start to key in on you and they figure you out. And that's what I don't want. I don't want us figured out. Good question from Anthony Manzano. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Any other questions? My man G. All right, this is a good comment. So G says, if you have 4 bad games, 25%, then you miss 4 games. Yep, makes no sense. Say less, cried wolf 3 years in a row. So he says, if you have 4 bad games and then you miss 4 games, yep. So let's talk about that. Quarterbacks play 16 games, right? You're supposed to have a 16-game season, right? So since you have a 16-game season, I'm allowing you, I think I allow quarterbacks to have 2 to 3 games where they're not performing well, right? Not the best, right? I'm not saying you got to have a terrible game, but your game just isn't on, right? 2 to 3 games. Now, if you miss another 4 or 5 games, yeah, that's a rough season because you're looking at what 6, 7, 8 games where you didn't play. I mean, you didn't play well, right? So we need Tua. We do need Tua on the field for at least 16, 15, 16 games this season, especially if we go get into the postseason and make the run like we should. He should be playing. I expect him to play every game. Maybe miss 2, maybe miss 1. I expect Mike White and some of those other guys, Skylar Thompson, to get some time though, because I expect us to also be blowing out some teams. I don't want to be in games this year where we have to play tight the whole game. We should be blowing dudes out, man. That's what I want to see. We should be blowing dudes out, and that's what I'm looking forward to this year. I want to see us play better football in all phases. Offense, defense, special teams. Got to be better. My man Q with a comment says CB83, after revisiting some film on the 49ers game, Chargers and Packers, they ran a lot of the two deep safety shell, which is Fangio's staple, right? Facing Fangio in practice will do wonders for Tua and Mike. Yes, for sure, right? And that's what I love about having an experienced guy in the building, right? The experienced guy in the building has seen a lot. He's been a lot of places. He's got head coaching experience. So he's going to be able to point out some things and help them game plan for other teams, right? So it's not only going to help the defense, right? Because he's a better coach for the defense. It's also going to help the offense. Also going to help McDaniel. And that's when I say iron sharpens iron, I don't just mean on the football field, right? I mean in the coaching staff. I mean in the boardrooms where the executives are. I mean everywhere. So the better talent you can get on in all phases of the football team, it's only going to make this football team better. Even in the lunchroom, if you got the best damn lunch staff in the country, and you've built that, it's only going to make for a better organization, bro. That's what it's about, and that's how you build organizations. My man Mudbone, let's see what this comment about. He says, how many people had to tell him, or who do you think told him to run more, to say to himself, hey, maybe they right? Because I'm sure people has already mentioned the lack of running. Yeah, honestly, I think when you go back and watch those games, and like he said, he has OCD, right? So he's going to watch a lot of film, and that's what guys do. They want to see, hey, where can I get better? What do I need to do to get better? How would this team have been better in this situation? On third down, what could I have called here to put us in a better situation? Looking at the look and looking at it, how could it have been better? So, yeah, I mean, I think when it comes down to it, him watching the film and realizing, like, damn, like I could have been better here. I could have ran the ball here. It would have helped us out tremendously. He understands that. And I'm sure it was him himself that, looked at the film and been like, he was like, hey, I got to be better here. I got to run the ball here. And I'm sure it was him. I'm sure it may have been some players saying, hey, I think this was a look we could have run out of, but I think it's going to be a combination of everybody in that room, the offensive staff. Maybe Chris Greer's watching. Maybe Stephen Ross is looking at it like, hey, there was opportunities here where we could have ran the ball, and you chose to pass it. I think him getting, and we got to think about this. Mike McDaniels came in to mentor Tua, help him grow as a quarterback. He wanted to bring in weapons around him. He even said it himself. Hey, the O-line's not the problem. It's, hey, we need to get weapons around Tua because he can distribute. He's a gamer. He's a gold mine. He can deliver. But we got to get some players who can catch the ball and go, right? So I think with that being the mentality, I think he focused more on, showing the organization, showing the leadership in the organization that, hey, it's more about us delivering the ball to the receivers than running the football. And I think he might have got a little in over his head and abandoning the run to do that. So I think he's going to have to understand this year that, hey, I've done that. I know that Tua could do it. I know he has the ability to do it, but I still have to have a balanced offense. I still have to have a balanced offense, and I still have to make sure that we're running the football because it's only going to make us a better team, right? A-Chain, ABAB says, I want to see more screens with A-Chain. Yeah, I want to see more screens with A-Chain, Mostert, Jeffrey Wilson, maybe Dalvin. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
Okay. Hey, I hope so. I hope we could get Dalvin in the building. I want to see screens with Dalvin and A-Chain. That would be perfect. B McD says CBD3, if it hits 4, all the wolves are coming out. Bro, you already know what time it is, bro. The wolf pack is they ain't doing nothing with us though. You know, they think they got someone else. We the team, yo. We the team. We got it. My man Q says right on CBD3. Yeah, bro. We getting after it. Mudbone says when you're a well-balanced offense, it don't matter what the defense do because you can do anything and just take what the defense give you. Defense load the box, pass. If they're dropping back, they can dunk. Perfect, right? And that's what you can do. But you can also dictate what you want to do to the defense, right? You know, they're showing you cover 2. You got cover 2 beaters, right? You got corner routes that beat cover 2s. You got stuff that beat cover 3s, right? So you have your stuff. It's a matter of sticking to it, being well balanced, and being able to execute. You got to execute on offense, man. Got to execute. What we got? I'm about to open it up, man. What are you guys looking forward to seeing in camp, man? What's most intriguing to you when it comes to OTAs and the offseason activities that we're about to embark on? What are you guys looking forward to? What do you want to see? Mudbone says somebody on that coaching staff had to mention it during the season, at least later in the season, when the pass wasn't working. Of course. And I think Mike McDaniel realized it too, like in the games with Skylar Thompson and, you know, late in the season in the Jets game and in the playoff game. When you don't have a guy who can execute like you're used to executing, bro, you got to be able to run the football, right? And if you haven't ran it efficiently, you know, in the past 3 or 4 games and you haven't worked on it, you haven't put it on film, it's kind of difficult for you to have confidence in calling it. So that's going to be a key aspect, just making sure you have the confidence to call it. And that's why I like the idea of Dalvin, right? Dalvin commands the huddle, right? He can take charge and say, hey, give me the ball and let's go. Give me the ball. Y'all block up front. Do your job. I'm going to do my job. We're going to get this touchdown. And he also forces Mike McDaniel to put the ball in his hands. Like, you don't bring Dalvin in unless you're going to feed him, right? And Mike McDaniels needs a veteran running back with that type of presence. And look what McCaffrey did for the 49ers down the stretch. He basically kind of transformed their offense, right? Shanahan knew he had a guy he could count on. He knew he had a horse, and he fed him, and he fed him, and he fed him. And as a result of that, they end up winning games, right? McCaffrey was getting crazy touches. I thought they were going to run the dude into the ground. He was getting fed so much. But that's what we need with Dalvin. And you see the dynamic of Shanahan kind of change when you get McCaffrey in the building, because you know, hey, I got to give this guy the ball. He's commanding too much money. He's too dynamic of an athlete, right? And we know Tyreek is dynamic. So Tyreek's got to get his touches. But when you bring in a guy like Dalvin, so you say, hey, Dalvin's got to get his touches too. We got to run the ball and we got to pass the ball. We got to be balanced. Get Dalvin the football, get Tyreek the football, get Waddle the football as well, right? And I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully that's the case, man. Hopefully that's the case. I'm going to open it up for a little bit, dropping the link. I want to get some of your thoughts on what we got going on. Yeah, and we'll go for a little bit longer, man. I've already been going for 50 minutes, been talking for a while, man. Appreciate y'all staying in and, you know, checking me out. All love, man. All love. Love y'all. Love how we get after it in this community. It's always a good time, man. Even the guys with the bad takes. Shout out to Color, man. Color, I know you're out there watching, man. I know you'll have my money week 1 when Tua takes that first snap. I know you'll have that, man. Appreciate you. And shout out to shout out to everybody in the community, all the YouTubers, DDW, TD Phins Talk, Reason with Inside the NFL, K Flexen, who was doing it a long time, Batman, TFTG, Larry K. Shout out to everybody, man. No hate over here. Hey, I'm a big proponent. Hey, go subscribe to everybody, watch everybody, even if you don't like their takes. It's cool to see people of different thoughts, of different thought processes, talking Miami Dolphins football, right? And we ain't all got to agree, right? We all just got to be fans of our team and root for our team on Sundays. But we don't all have to agree. So keep that in mind, man. Appreciate y'all. Hey, I love everybody out there. Everybody doing their thing, even people in the Twitter spaces, holding those down. Cruz, Batman, Rabbit Dolphin fan, Lewis, the Wolfpack, Von Joe, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody doing their thing who couldn't get in here today, man. But let me go ahead and add a couple people to the show. Let me add my man Shake Money first. Shake Money, what it do, Shake Money?
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
What's good, bro? It's another beautiful day, bro. I can't complain.
Yes, it is. It's always a beautiful day, especially since you're on the right side of the dirt.
Hey, of course, bro. We blessed. We can't. No complaints, bro. It could be worse, right?
Yeah.
Could be way worse.
I tell you, man. The only thing I can control is it's a great day. That's it.
Yeah. We gotta be thankful, man. There's a lot of people who didn't wake up and see the light of day today. So we gotta be thankful for that. So what you looking forward to seeing in camp, bro? What's your big one?
I'm looking forward to seeing if because if the offensive line coach is as good as he says hopefully he'll make a difference. Hopefully, the light bulb will come on Eichenberg and Austin Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing is I'm hoping, and I'm still hoping on because I'm part of Noah's Ark, the president founder. Hopefully, that light bulb will come on that as well. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't given up on Noah.
Hey, I haven't given up on any Miami Dolphins. Hopefully, Eichenberg, Jackson, all these guys can just step their level of play up. That's what I want to see. I want to see everybody be healthy, step your level of play up. Hey, we're only going to be as good as our weakest link, so we need everybody to be good. We really do, man.
That's what I'm really looking forward to see if Big Manjo could really make Noah a better player.
All right, that's nice. I like that. Let me get the homie Q in here. Q, what's good with you, man? How you feeling, Q?
What's good, CB? What's good, Shake? How you gentlemen doing today, man?
Good. I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's Sunday. Just got done praising the Lord and stuff, and came back to find you on streaming right now.
Yeah. A little Sunday show, a little afternoon show to get it to kind of mix it up, man. I know it was kind of quiet in the Dolphins community. I try to get involved when it's quiet and just kind of give people some content to kind of think about as we get into the week. So, what you looking forward to seeing as far as camp goes, man?
Man, I've already said it, man. I'm actually excited for the defense, bro.
Yeah.
This defense about to go wild, bro. Like, because Big Fangio, man, he's gonna make quarterbacks think, right? Whereas Boyer is gonna attack you with sheer pressure. He's gonna blitz and heavy blitzing, and you're gonna
see it. You're gonna see it right away, though.
Yeah. And the veteran and elite quarterbacks, they can process that. They go, okay, they're pressuring on this side. That's why I attack where the pressure comes, which is easy when you. But with Fangio, he's gonna make you think it's like, oh, you're seeing cover two. That's all you see before pre-snap. Cover two. You don't know what's gonna happen after post-snap.
And
I'm excited for that.
And that's Q. You made a really good point in terms of like.
Yep.
Disguising and showing the defense, right? Like when we lined up last year, the cornerbacks were typically like 10 to 15 yards off. And if we were pressuring, we knew where it was coming from, and he was showing it right away. And when quarterbacks see that, bro, it's just they're attacking that side, like you said. hey, when one's coming towards me, I know somebody is gonna be open in that area, right?
For damn sure.
Yeah,
For
so
damn
it's
sure
like
somebody.
when one window closes, another one is about to open, bro. I mean, that's just the nature of the game, and experienced
And
quarterbacks know that.
yeah, and with Boyer too, you rarely, which is kind of he's like continuity of the floors. You rarely see your safeties rotate, and
Yeah,
Fangio, you're going to see a lot of rotation in the backfield, a
yeah,
lot of rotation.
yeah. And when those safeties are just sitting back there in cover two, and they're staying in those spots, it's so easy for guys to be like, "Oh, okay,
Pick them off, yeah,
I'm gonna put this in the hole away from the safety
yeah,
and get it away from them." But when guys are rotating and they're seeing different looks, they're like, man, like they start seeing ghosts out there, bro. And they gotta hold on to the ball a little bit longer. And that little bit of holding the ball longer gives us a shot at a sack, a strip sack.
To get home. Yeah,
To get home. And we just saw a lot of plays last year where guys were not getting home. They just struggled to get home.
Or they were just this close, like a second or half a second close to getting home.
Very, very close, man. You're right. Let me add a couple more in. I got my man Iceman in the building. Iceman, what's good with you, bro?
What did it do?
What it do, my boy?
Chilling, man.
Iceman, Wagwan.
What's good, Q and Shake?
Wagwan. You ready for this game tonight?
Bro, I can't wait. The Panthers won last night, and now we got the Heat. So hopefully,
Miami sports is going wild. The Dolphins got next. Wait till we finish this thing off, man. Next year, and we get this Super Bowl. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Fingers crossed.
It's gonna be crazy. Hey, let me get my man Mounty in here. Mounty, what's cracking with you, bro? How you feeling today?
CB, grand rising to all you gents this beautiful day.
Rising, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Blessings.
How you feeling, Mounty?
Man, I'm chilling. We one day closer to June 1st, so
Hey, Dalvin could be a Dolphin next week, bro. It's crazy. By the end of next week, Dalvin could be in Miami. It's crazy. Y'all there?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm here.
Quiet.
No, I'm on Madden and then just chilling with you. Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Speaking of Madden, I got to cop the new joint, right?
That's what I'm at right there.
We gotta run some Iceman. We gotta run some live streams where we play each other and do some stuff, man. Bro. Because I know you do the Call of Duty stream too, so we definitely got to do that, bro.
I'm upset with Call of Duty. Actually, they took away Resurgence, like Rebirth Island, so I'm kind of upset with that. So.
Hey, I went back to Caldera. I told you I went back to Caldera and started playing Caldera.
I might go back to that actually. I
think
it's
you might have to do that, bro. You might have to do that.
We'll link up. We have to do one of those again, man.
Definitely. Yeah. That was fun. I got my man. Who is this? 20-0 W. We got a tour. Who is that?
What's up, guys? How's it going? Click.
Hey, Dre, you sound like you were recovering from a hangover or something. You had a long night.
Nah, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay.
What I was about to say. Those damn Lakers fans. Where Batman at? That boy been hiding.
Man, Batman been ghost. He ain't been cracking up no spaces or nothing, bro. What's up with y'all boys?
He's at MC's. Shout out to MC. Actually, MC's having his party right now at the beach.
That is
something
right. Like that.
Yeah. I know they out there having a ball out there. Which beach was it? Was it on the East Coast or West Coast?
85th and Collins. That's where they're at.
Oh, okay, they're at Collins. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're on South Beach. They're on South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Are they on South Beach?
Yeah.
Why you ain't go down there, Dre?
Man, after that story about your boy being a lick, I can't trust that.
Oh man, no, Dre.
I ain't finna go out there and get robbed.
Hey, that man had the fake Airbnb. Nah, we can't. We can't do those. We can't do those. Hey, but what y'all boys looking forward to seeing in training camp? But also, and not training camp, but in OTAs. And I'll start with you, Iceman. What you think, bro?
I'm looking forward to mostly the defensive side of the ball. Actually, Jalen Ramsey and the boys. I want to see them go at each other. That's just going to be really cool. I mean, are you going out there this year again? Like I saw you last year. Or?
Well, so last year for training camp, I went down a couple times.
Yeah, I saw you there.
So I went to Tampa and then I went down to Miami too. Hopefully are we getting joint practices this year, or they haven't announced it
I
yet?
have no clue. I don't want to mislead you on that.
We only get one home. We only got one home preseason game this year. So
Right. So we'll probably have to do one away. So we play Jacksonville in preseason, right? In Jacksonville?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So I think we played Jacksonville in Jacksonville. And I think we played play Atlanta or somebody. I feel like we always play teams that are close to us. But hopefully we get some joint practice. If we do, I'll get a chance to go down there and try to provide you guys with some coverage. They don't like us to film down there while they're practicing.
We do it secretly. Shh.
Yeah. We keep that on the hush. But we have a good time down there. It's cool. Practices are cool. It'd be blazing out there.
I remember you were buying a helmet when I first met you. You were buying the helmet.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I can't do this. I was like having a towel around me. I was like,
Bro, it's hot out there. And I'll probably definitely go back down again for the garage sale. Because if you don't know, the Miami Dolphins have a garage sale every year at training camp where they sell off a bunch of merchandise, a bunch of authentic jerseys, just a ton of different stuff. And it's super cheap. If you get a chance to go down for that training camp day or that weekend, the garage sale weekend, I'm telling you, you can load up on Dolphins merch. So that's a really good time if you want to go down for training camp to go check them out, bro. That's a dope time. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get down, check them out for training camp. But back to what we're talking about, the OTAs. Monty, what do you think? What you looking forward to seeing them on? So I think a lot of guys are saying defense right now, like they're looking forward to seeing the defense crank up. What you think?
I think the defense won because we got Fangio in there and we got a couple additions in there. And we just want to see, we're probably not going to see anything schematically per se, far system wise per se. Right. Fangio's not going to show his hand, but just see how they all work together, how the continuity goes. So, yeah, I'm anxious for that.
Man, I heard somebody say that the other day about defenses showing their hand and showing their coverages and stuff. I don't think that stuff matters at this point. I mean, I understand like you're not trying to show looks and expose stuff, but bro, you got to get ready for the season. And if you aren't having guys practice what you want to do, and you're trying to hide it, bro, it does you no good. You need to make sure they could do it well more than anything, right? I feel like that's the most important thing. Make sure you can execute it and then kind of be discreet about it. But don't be discreet about it and not be able to execute. Make sure you could do it well first.
Well, I think that's a far gone conclusion, TV, because I mean we're dealing with a guy that's been coaching in the league for 40 years, 30 years. So they're probably going to do all their exclusive stuff inside the bubble.
Yeah, I can see that.
But for everybody else to see, it's probably going to be general stuff,
Yeah. And I don't do they open it up to fans for OTAs? I don't think so, right? I don't think that's
you can get tickets. I think you can get tickets. I think Batman said you can get tickets. I think.
Really? I mean, for training camp, I know for sure, but I don't know about OTAs.
Nah, they ain't letting y'all go to OTAs.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, it's only I think it's only like maybe 5 or 6 days in a 2-week period. But I mean, we'll see, man. Dre, what you looking forward to seeing, bro?
And not to be the dead horse, but I want to see the defense. I want to hear that the defense is winning the battle. I want the Tua haters to have their fuel. Tua out there throwing picks. I want them to be excited. Like, look at this. He sucks. But I feel like it ain't a bad thing if the defense out there dominating.
It's not. It's not. I mean, we've lacked that the past couple years. I mean, not a couple years, but last year defense it didn't help us last year. We need them to like really get after it this year. Be nice if they could.
You better be careful with that. Be careful saying the defense wasn't good last year.
What I struggle to comprehend, what I've always struggled to comprehend, especially after last year's season, I just don't understand people's disdain for Tua Tagovailoa after what he's done. Other than the fact that Yeah, he has a problem staying healthy, but his productivity.
Yeah,
And then, you got people in their minds. We have this prototypical quarterback. He's got to be 6'5", got to be able to throw the ball 80 yards in the air and things of that nature. But when Tua throws a 25-yard strike for a first down or a touchdown, like how is that any less relevant? Like he's productive. He's not, he's great. He's productive. I don't give a fuck if he can throw a 70-yard fucking bomb in the air. If he can
yeah,
get the ball in the end zone, he can throw for 250 and 3 touchdowns. I'm good. As long as we win.
yeah. And I
It's
mean,
about the end result.
you're a realistic fan. I think some people are just more on a casual spectrum, and they just want to see Tua do amazing things. Like they want to see games where 3 or 4 games where he has 6 touchdowns, like he did in Baltimore. And
Well, well,
it's
look,
not
listen.
realistic.
Let's be probable here. Like, come
Yeah,
on. He had an out of body experience. How many fucking how many touchdowns has Tom Brady thrown in a string like that? The
yeah,
greatest
not
of all time. Like, come on. People need to stop all that nonsense. All that hyperbole.
yeah, yeah. And I think it's a tough conversation to have with some fans because they just don't understand like the nuances of the game. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. Like if you're not passing the ball, you're running the ball, and if you're running the ball well, like why are you passing the ball so much? Like I mean you want to be balanced, but it's like running the ball well is taking the ball out of Tua's hands. So he's not going to have the production if you're running the ball well, right? I mean, he can still be efficient. He can still make plays. And it's going to open it up more for him to make plays when the running game is on. So I think people just got to understand that, hey, I just really want Tua. If you can have average 250, have a 75% completion rate, and score 2 or 3 touchdowns a game, I think that's enough for us to win every game, bro. To being completely honest with you.
And by the way, whenever a quarterback throws for 5 touchdowns, they make it a big deal because it's not something you see every day.
Definitely. Just not something you see at all, really. I mean, if guys are throwing 5 touchdowns in a game, that's that's player of the week type
That's
numbers.
Am I echoing? Is it me that's echoing, or hold on?
Yeah, I do. How many times have we seen Tom Brady throw for 250 and 3 touchdowns or something like that?
Bro, a
You
lot.
know,
That's a really
exactly.
good game, though.
He's dink and dunk for 20 plus years.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you want to say, Dre?
I said at the end of the day, like that, that's not the craziest day, but that's a good Sunday for any quarterback.
Yeah.
250 and 3 tutties.
I'll take it.
That's a really
I'll
that's a
take
good.
that shit, and then we get the dub too. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, how many games did Tua throw for over 250 last year? Out of the games he played,
I think it was actually a lot, to be quite honest. Hold on, let me look.
yeah, I wanna kind of pull up some stats and see what he did.
And
I
while
mean,
he does that, I have a question. Last year, Kader Cole, who was like the most productive rookie we had, who do you anticipate being the most productive? Do you think it might be another UDFA or a drafted player?
good question. I think it could be, and it depends on a running back situation. I think if A-Chain is the exclusive guy with Jeff Wilson and Mostert, and there's no Dalvin in the room, I think A-Chain could be a big contributor. And I also think Cam Smith will contribute. So I think it's going to be one of those two guys. Go ahead, Iceman. What you say?
Oh no, my bad. I was just saying I like Cam Smith a lot. I really do. But go ahead, CB. My bad.
No. You're good. You're good. I like Cam Smith. What do you think, Mountie? Who's the rookie or gonna be that dude?
I think A-Chain. I swear I do because one, if everybody saw during the draft, we saw Mike McDaniel's body language when he was drafted. Like he was stoked, like he was on that shit. So I think he has a lot of high aspirations for Devin A-Chain, especially in the kicking game, the punt return. Dude, it's another Tyreek Hill. Like,
Ooh, that's a nice one right there.
Yeah, yeah.
another Tyreek Hill. That dude is fast as fuck, and he's elusive too.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think
they
so.
don't want to kick it. Dude, I don't see teams wanting to kick the ball to him. They're not
Not
gonna
at
want
all.
to kick the ball to him.
Not at all. Q, what you think, man?
What we talking about?
Oh, let me get my man Crazy Dolphin. What's good with you, Wolfpack? What's good, Mr. Pope?
Hey, what's going on? Let me see what's up here. CB83, Shake
Mr.
Money.
Pug.
That's Q.
That's Q up there.
Oh, okay, Q. Oh, I can't see this.
What's
30,
good,
is
sir?
that 30 something.
That's
I can't see what that
Dre.
is.
That's Dre right there. That's Mr.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Travis. Miami Phins, Iceman. What's going on, Iceman?
Good man. Good man.
Is this crazy Dolphin, Mr. Pope?
Yeah. That's Mr.
Yes,
Pope.
yes, it is.
What's going on, sir?
OG.
What's going on, sir?
Hey,
Greetings.
how's it going, Miami Phins? It's good to see all you guys up here. What's the subject? What's the subject?
Man, we were. Go ahead, Shake. Shake was just talking about some guys who could contribute. What was your question again? Give it to him, Shake.
Yeah, I would say last year, Katako, who was the rookie that contributed last year, he takes that rookie. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna be the Jackson State middle linebacker. He was coached by Prime, and he's gonna have a
Yep.
huge chip on his shoulder.
Yep, Aubrey Miller. I was about
Yeah.
to say the same thing, bro.
Him and Devon
His
Cheney or whatever.
So you
exactly, Mr. Paul.
So you think Devon A. Chain? Okay, I like that. So Devon A. Chain, and I do like Aubrey Miller, man. If he could be a force in the middle, and get them defensive reps at the linebacker position, that'd be a plus for us. Like, we need all the help we could get in that linebacker room.
Badly.
Ain't Aubrey Miller and David ain't Aubrey Miller and David Long Jr. It's like the same type of player, right?
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
David Long Jr. is a little bit more of an elusive back, who sheds
Agile.
blocks. Yeah, agile. I think Aubrey Miller is more of like a downhill thumper, as opposed to being elusive.
Tua had 250 plus in 9 games last season.
Damn.
I did. So the only game he didn't have 250 was
The Packers, right?
the first Buffalo game.
The first Buffalo game.
Okay.
And y'all it's a lot of context to that. And they was playing keep away the whole game. He only had 18 pass attempts.
Yeah, he only had 13 completions in that game. I'm looking at that.
Yeah, Dre. Yeah, see, Dre, you get a lot of people in our fan base who don't know how to take things into proper context because they don't understand. They don't watch film. They don't really understand what they're seeing. So they make a proposition based on what they think, what they feel, or what someone else said. So yeah, nice job.
Yeah, that's real because they're not taking that into consideration. So you do got to take that into consideration. Like, he only had 18 attempts in that game. 13 completions.
Buffalo knew what was they knew what time it was. If we can get time if we can get our hands on the ball, they knew what time it was. That's why they were trying to play keep away.
Yeah.
I say this. I'm not scared of Buffalo this season.
Me neither. They were
I'm
coming.
not scared. I'm not scared of them
Fuck
this season.
Buffalo.
I'm
Where's
just gonna
Amicus?
say-
Thank you.
Is Amicus in here?
No, they don't. Hey, the Buffalo fans don't come around here, bro. Why they don't come around here?
Could I just say to that fact, when we were in the playoffs, I saw something I ain't never seen in my whole life though, because I'm the young one. So I saw when we had a third string quarterback and we had Robert Hunt move that right tackle. I sat there and and the corners, of course, was gone, depleted. I was like, you know what? We almost won that game. It was like 34-31. We had a sack early in the game, strip fumble, touchdown. I sat there and I was like, yo, we're coming for these Bills. People should know that once we're fully healthy, they should sit there and be like, yo, this team is about to do something special.
I'm telling you, Iceman, the Bills' window of dominance that they've had,
It's
for the last, it's closing, bro.
It's shorting, yeah.
The powers are changing.
Finally.
Not only that, this is my opinion. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, crazy. Go ahead, crazy. Go ahead, Mr. Paul.
No, I was about to say, it seemed like to me, Josh Allen has been more exposed. And in fact, I'm going to go as far as to say that the Miami Dolphins have exposed Josh Allen even more. And I'm not putting down Josh Allen because he's a great quarterback, but I think we have exposed him
to
the NFL.
Listen, Mr. Polk. Listen, Mr. Polk, I'm putting Josh Allen's ass in the dirt. First of all, yeah, he got a big arm and he's athletic, but he's also cavalier and impatient. And this is where we're gonna fucking have the edge on them because Vic Fangio's defense, you got to be patient. And what do we see with Josh Allen when he can't make a big play down the field? He throws a pick.
Yeah,
exactly. Or he gets upset because it was a game. If I'm not mistaken,
it gets frustrated.
I'm trying to remember if it was last season or season before.
And when he's frustrated, he's not clutch.
That's a
right. When we played Buffalo in the first half, we had them upset because Josh Allen was going to the sideline, upset,
throwing his helmet
and everything. But I don't know what it was that we did in the second half. We let them off the hook.
We started running the ball.
That showed me right then and there that we have the capability of beating Buffalo. And I'm not putting down New England neither or the Jets.
Yeah, Bill Belichick.
But I'm not really worried about them neither, especially with them having Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not still putting down Aaron Rodgers, but he's not top form like he was a few years back.
And guys, this is what I see. I see us slowly turning this Josh Allen Miami Dolphins thing into a Tom Brady Miami Dolphins thing. You know how we used to give Brady fits every year. Like he hated playing us. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to struggle in that game. I see that tide finally turning where the Miami Dolphins are really getting after Josh Allen, and they're really making it hard for him. And I mean, we play each other twice a year. There's no reason you shouldn't be getting after Josh Allen. I want to see us get more hits on the guy because sometimes I feel like he comes away from our games unscathed. Like I want to see us get to this dude and really punish him. Like if he feels like he's a tough dude, let's see how tough you really are, bro.
But see, that brings the question, CB83, and I don't mean to cut you off. If I'm not mistaken, we do have a couple of linebackers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. With Channing Tindall, and I know Channing Tindall is having a problem mentally and maybe learning the playbook. And now that we got Fangio, he might have to make some more adjustments. But in college, this guy was actually doing that. If you watch his film in college, he was going after running backs and quarterbacks. He was shooting up holes and going after and running down these quarterbacks. But my question is, can he make that step up? And also, can Fangio use that? Because from what I'm hearing from Fangio, he's not really he's not really going to be pass rushing much.
No, he's not
he don't blitz it. He's not a blitz heavy type of guy. But it doesn't mean he doesn't blitzes. He blitzes occasionally, but not all the time. So he'll throw in a little wrinkle there. He'll maybe hit it like a tap or two after rotate into a tap or two, have a corner blitz, right off the edge. You won't see that all the time. Most of his defensive scheme or his defensive style is in the back end. He's going to make the quarterback pause and think about what this coverage is doing to him, or what he needs to do where he needs to attack in his coverage. But the more time he takes thinking about it, that's more time for your guys up front to get to the quarterback,
to get home.
Facts.
All right. So
facts.
in other words, his scheme. How would his scheme deal with a Josh Allen type, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson type quarterback? Because
it's simple. It's simple, Mr. Paul. They're going to take away the explosive plays. They're going to make them think you're going to run the ball when you think it's advantageous, when it's really not advantageous. Then all you have is the short stuff. The short passes.
And I think what Fangio wants to do is he wants to make quarterbacks think, right? He wants them out there trying to figure out where the holes are, where the spots are, and then we have enough athletic guys on our roster to get in those gaps and make plays on those balls where he thinks guys are going to be.
That's what I want to hear.
Right?
That's what I want to hear.
Since he thinks, he wants guys to see windows and then have a guy in that window close by where they can make a play on that football. So I think that's the goal, and I think when you look at the type of corners we brought in and the type of players we already have, I think it's only a matter of time for us to like really get out there and make some plays, and especially in that secondary, man.
Oh my goodness, I'm talking about that,
bro. It's gonna be a problem, and we still got really good pass rushers. I'm getting some feedback.
Nasty.
That was from Q. I had to mute you, Q. We still got some really good pass rushers too. So we got to keep that in mind.
The only issue that I kind of have with Vic Fangio's system is the fact that, which is not bad, it's just the fact that he likes to stunt too. So I mean, if you know anything about stunting, if you're wrong on the wrong down, you're stunting on, and they choose to run the ball, you get gassed.
Right. If your linebackers aren't filling, right? If your linebackers aren't filling their holes and their gaps, then you're gonna get gassed. But if everybody's in the right locations, the moving pieces are simply replacing one another. So you just it's gotta be discipline. Your lane discipline has gotta be like on par. It's gotta be on.
It's gotta be symmetrical. Everybody's gotta move together.
Yeah,
you see the difference was with Boyer. Boyer's, he asked his D line to cover two gaps, and so you need people like Raekwon Davis and the Agba, which are big, massive dudes who are actually two gappers. They could cover that range, but in the Fangio scheme, you're only asking them to cover a gap and a half. And so that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And so these gaps, they become smaller, and the responsibility becomes less. And so the assignment is simple. You cover this gap and this half. You cover a gap and a half. Two gaps is too much for somebody like Wilkins, because his stature, he's like a much shorter dude than Raekwon Davis and the Agba.
Quick question to that, yo. Are we putting Christian Wilkins back at right end, or is he going to go back to his traditional?
Oh, he's going to be nose, bro. He's going to be nose. I'm telling you. I'm speculating, but I'm saying.
I think he's gonna be an interior. Yeah, he's gonna be an interior guy.
So you think so Christian's gonna play the 1 or the 0?
I think he's gonna.
He's gonna play the 0.
For sure.
I said, dude, hey CB, I don't know if I heard it in his face.
Straight ahead.
When me and EM got into it over Raekwon Davis, I've been advocating for Chris to try him at 0. He's gonna draw double teams.
You talking about for Raekwon?
Yeah, Raekwon Davis.
So this is.
I think Raekwon's gonna play the 2.
He plays to play the 3.
So
or 2 or 3, something like that.
I see. So what I want is I want Christian Wilkins to play the 0, right? I want him to play the shade over the center, whether it's shade left, shade right, whether it's straight up on him. That's where I like Christian Wilkins in the middle. I'd like to see Raekwon play the 3. Play the 3 tech, because usually your 3 techs are guys who are big and athletic, right? And they're really, really hard to move. And usually you got to put a double team on them because they're that big a player. Right? So usually, and this is how I would scheme like my run game. Like when it came to my run game, we were running at the 3 tech. Because we were running at the 3 tech, and what I would do is I would have my guard and my tackle double team the 3 and then get off to a linebacker. But the goal for my offensive line, and I would put emphasis on this shit. I would be like, yo, you have to destroy that fucking 3 tech. If you destroy that fucking 3 tech, we are gonna win up front all night. But you gotta destroy that guy. That tackle and that guard has got to kill that guy, put him on the second level, and then get off to a linebacker, because that's really going to open up the hole for what we want to do, bro. It really just destroys. It really destroys teams when your 3 technique gets moved and they can't stay in that spot, because it's such a big gap over there too, and it's such a large side of the offensive line when you look at the spacing, bro. So if you could put Raekwon at the 3 and he can be effective and not get moved off a spot, and the linebackers can play free and come downhill and wreck shop, bro, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a
CB,
problem.
So
that
so
sound like
Raekwon, what did he play the
go
two?
ahead.
Go
he
ahead,
played
No,
the
Monty.
two.
go ahead, man.
No, go ahead, Mr. Pope. Go ahead.
No, that sound like the position you talking about Raekwon playing sounds like this guy that played with New England. Oh my goodness, what was his name? He was a big guy.
Wait for New England, you said? Vince
Yeah,
Wilfork?
played for the Patriots. He was on the defensive
Talking about
line.
Vince Wilfork.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
But Vince Wilfork played like that zero.
He was heavy set.
Like refrigerator dude in the middle who just super, bro.
Hey.
He literally a refrigerator in the middle, bro.
He
Like,
is, bro.
so
Raekwon more like a Calais Campbell.
yeah,
Calais Campbell type of
he
guy.
should be more of a Calais Campbell
Okay, I
type
like it.
guy,
Hey,
Reggie
Calais?
White type guy. That's what he should be.
Yeah.
I think Raekwon's just really stiff in the hips too, and I think that's where he's kind of lacking in terms of his abilities for the Dolphins. He's just not very agile. Like when he gets blocked down, he's not moving off of it and going to make a play. He's just kind of stuck to guys. I want to see him just become more dominant, bro. Get after guys.
You think that can be coached up?
I think so, and I think it's not a matter of so much coaching. I think it's a matter of where you place him and how you put the pieces around.
Oh, okay.
I'd
And
never
how-
liked
and
Josh
how you
Boyer,
play
bro.
him.
I'm sorry, bro, but last year, no disrespect to Josh Boyer, but I think Raekwon's about to excel, man, in this scheme, bro. Like for real. Last year was not his year, we all know, but I think this is I'm a fan of him, is what I'm trying to say. He's disgusting, bro. I mean, remember when we used to have Jordan Phillips and then we let him go and look what happened? If we people were saying early in the offseason, if we let Raekwon Davis go, it's just like deja vu all over again. This kid is technically sound, fundamentally sounded really nasty. I mean, when he's healthy, it's unbelievable what he can do. And this defense with the secondary,
No.
look.
What I
And
want to know is,
by the way,
go ahead,
Iceman, the reason we got rid of Jordan Phillips wasn't because of his play; it was because of his personality.
Oh,
That was
Oh yeah, right. Because it was some
what did
I
he
think
do?
it was some locker room issues.
Discipline
Something like that,
issues.
Shake?
And then on top of that, Flores didn't like. See, first of all, he was undisciplined. He almost like with Solomon Kinley. He's gonna eat himself out the league. He's watching his weight.
no. Actually, Adam Gase got rid of him.
Oh.
not Flores.
Damn, Monty.
oh, it was that type of stuff. What I want to know is real
and
quick.
what
What I want to know is
Go ahead.
Jalen Phillips, right? So in the Vic Fangio scheme, your edge guys, they're gonna take their hands off the ground and they're gonna have to stand up.
Hmm.
Do you think Jalen Phillips is going to produce and dominate in that, or would you rather he put his hands in the ground?
I would, to be completely honest with you, I would rather him put his hand in the dirt. I would much rather him put his hand in the dirt. Just because I feel like I feel like he plays with better leverage when his hand is in the dirt. And he's got more lean and he's got better get off.
Oh, right on.
Right. And he's already a tall player. He's already lengthy player. So when you're playing in that 2-point stance and you're not in a 3-point stance, you tend to stand up as soon as you come off the line of scrimmage. I want to see him play out of more of a sprinter stance and really just fire out low so he could use his hands and kind of get to his spot faster than I think he should, than he was there last year. So I like him in a 3-point more than a 2-point stance for sure.
I like it. And we still have Zach, right? Zach Ziller?
He's
got
Zach is.
You got Wilkins on that 0 technique. Who's on the right? That's a 3 technique right there. That's a 3. That's a 5 technique.
Oh, and this is what I want to.
That's a wide 9 on the right.
Right, and I don't want to get shut down for YouTube, so I'm only going to show.
Remember to pause it. No. I do it on the gaming chat. Just pause it from time to time. Like
yeah. I'm gonna pause it every couple seconds. But when we look at this, right? When we look at what the alignment is, this is Raekwon Davis in a 0 right over the center. This is Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins is in a 3 tech, and it's kind of like double 3s, right? So you got who is this right here? Is that Siler?
Siler. I think it's no, that's 91. That's 91. Agba, I think.
Oh, so that's Agba. So you got Agba in a 3, right? Agba in a 3, Christian Wilkins in a 3 because they're right outside the guards and they're in between the tackle. So You got these guys in a 3. You got double 3 techniques. You got a guy head up here, and then you got 2 outside rushers. You know, this guy here, Van Ginkel's in a 7 technique because he's outside the outside the tackle. And then you got, who is this, Chubb on the other side?
Is that?
No, that's Van Noy.
That's Van
Noy.
Kyle Van Noy.
Oh, this is Van Noy. So this is old stuff.
That's a 5 technique right there.
Okay.
Look who
Man,
it
this
is.
is super old. So when you look at this, Van Noy is in a 9 technique because he's outside the tight end, right? So this is how Boyer was deploying him at this point, which is in a 0 tech. And you can see here, he's just kind of taking the guy head on. This is his guy, and then he gets off and makes the play, right? So this is what you see from here, but I don't like him in this position. I would much rather have Christian Wilkins at the 0. Inside. I would much rather Raekwon Davis be on the shade. And then have Seiler and have Chubb and your other guys on the outside. That's what I would rather see. Because I feel like you're better positioned to make more plays when you got him in a 3 tech and when you got Christian Wilkins in the middle.
And then you got Van Inkel and Jalen on the ends, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you could put in this formation, you would have basically Jalen Phillips on one side and you would have Chubb on the other side. That's
okay.
And then maybe get another linebacker in the box. But honestly, I like the 4-3 better than this stuff right here. Like I would much rather see a 4-3 front.
Traditional,
yeah. I'd rather see a traditional front versus this. But I'm gonna take a look at something else too. I'll pull up something else. I'm gonna bring
up a question.
I think they're running nickel right here, right? They're running a 3-3 nickel.
Yeah, because you don't have there's a lot of DBs in the game, so it's definitely a nickel and a dime look.
Now, will Fangio have the linebackers dropping back into pass situations like
most definitely
like Boyer
was doing? They'll run a match concept, which is like they'll drop back into their zones, but they'll also match what's in front of them.
Yeah, so
that's how we lose Channing Tindall, because I think Channing Tindall is not, from what I've seen, and I'm not stuck on him, but from what I've seen with his film, he's not really a drop back type linebacker. He's more of a go after the quarterback or running back type linebacker.
He's like a spy linebacker.
Yeah, because that's what he was doing at Georgia. He was spying on the quarterback, and then if he sees an opening here, he'll make the move and go after the quarterback, run him down, or the running back. But I didn't see him in on his film, dropping back like he did in Boyer's defense whenever he was in.
And this is a good one to share. Let me share this with you real quick.
Okay.
Looking at, and this is actually a good play from Raekwon. Let me see. There it is. All right. So can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually so you see where he's lined up here. So this is where I like him to be lined up, and I'll go full screen so you guys can see it. Right. So this is him lined up in a 3 tech, and we can assume that there's a guy on the other side of the center, probably Christian Wilkins or Zeiler on the other side of the center in that area, right? So this is Christian Wilkins. This is Raekwon Davis in a 3 tech right here, and what he does is he's firing off on this guy, and he has this guy one-on-one, and he's got to be dominant. Right.
Ooh, good.
So
he ran through that guy.
Yeah, he literally ran through the guy. Right.
Is Raekwon about 6'8"?
I think
he's like 6'8". Yeah, he's like
6'7" or something like that.
That's close enough. Close enough.
He's a
big joker,
mountain.
Man.
He's a mountain of a man, right? So if
he can also cover those pass lanes if he doesn't get to the quarterback.
Right. If he gets his hands up, right? The passing lanes are going to be like a problem if he gets his hands up
Man,
right
look
now. But
at
he
him.
know he has a shot at the quarterback. So
Oh my goodness!
if he can make these plays one-on-one more often, this defense will be a problem, man.
I apologize for comparing him to Wilford. Man, no, he's not. He's not that.
Yeah. He's
not
more
that.
of like
He's
has
not
more of
that.
an athletic profile.
Yeah,
right?
yes, goodness.
Yeah. And if he could just continue to get better, but see, I don't like how he's just a little high. Like he plays very high, right? So instead of playing with leverage and playing low, he kind of tends to stand straight up, and it's kind of hard. I feel like he needs to be on the shoots more often.
Are
Like
you also saying he needs to like do his swim moves a little bit more to perfect that? Because he likes to push a lot. Look how he pushes.
Yeah, he needs to add some pass rush moves to his arsenal.
If he adds some pass rush moves to his repertoire, and not just be a bull rusher 50% of the time, 100% of the time, he'd be a much better player. And I think that's something he's working on. I think even Christian Wilkins has added a lot to his game since he came in the NFL from working with different guys in the offseason.
Yeah, because he's been each season he's been getting better and better.
Yeah.
Most of the time he's just playing bully ball, just like that.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? It's typically always bully ball. Like, I'm just gonna run through this dude and take over, right? But if he could add a little bit, dip his shoulder and get around the edge a little bit, or like give him a club. Give him a
put some finesse into your game, bro.
Yeah, go talk with Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor used to do that.
Yeah,
go talk to him. Jason Taylor sure that makes some of them swim moves and what have you.
Yeah, man.
And you think about it, you got Ogba on the other side playing that 3 technique too.
Yeah, he's coming back.
And you got Ogba over there, and then you got Chubb and Phillips on the outside, and then you got some linebackers who gonna get downhill now. Bro, come on, bro.
Watch out.
Watch out. You're gonna kill it. And that's what we need, bro. We just need more dominance up front. Definitely need some more dominance up front. But I think we could get there, man. Just with the Fangio scheme and how he's gonna implement it, I think we'll be fine up front.
I want to see how he's gonna use Jerome Baker. That's my curiosity.
Hopefully we can get Jerome back outside where he belongs.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's what his thing is.
We get Jerome back outside where he belongs, and he can rush the passer a little bit. He could chase down some guys. We could blitz them. Bro, he'd be a problem. But I feel like Jerome has always been out of position. He's always played out of position.
I agree. I agree with that.
Check this out. So you got Wilkins in the middle. You got Ogba and Raekwon. You're gonna have Chubb and Phillips. There's also going to be a jack linebacker. There's going to be a jack linebacker next to the middle, which I think is going to be David Long. It's an extra linebacker. Remember, you got Samwell, Mike, but there's going to be a fourth. Remember, 3-4. That's the base. 3-4, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Okay, so I think David Long might. I don't know. Maybe he might play the outside. Maybe he might play the Mike. Or maybe what's his name? Linebacker's name. I'm blanking out right now.
Duke Riley?
Baker. Maybe Baker might play that outside role. His which he fits. He's that agile type of linebacker. He's not necessarily the type of linebacker to engage on offensive linemen. He's that dude where you see something going outside, you have him following outside. Because he's that agile and he can chase it down.
See.
Yeah.
Right. And when we look at it, and I want to show you guys this too. Go ahead. I think who was about to say something? I think somebody was about to say something. We good?
Oh, David Long. How old is he? He's pretty young, right? Like,
is he around 26 or something like that?
I have no.
I think he's like 28. 28,
something
like that.
He can
grab my iPad.
I got you. So this is Vic Fangio's. This is one of his sets that they typically line up in, right? So you have a shade here, right? I would like to see Christian Wilkins play this shade right over the center. I like to see Raekwon Davis play the 3 tech. Maybe you put Ogba.
It's a 5 tech.
At Ogba at this 5 tech, right? And then you have Chubb and you have Phillips coming off the edge on the outside. And then your backers, you got maybe David Long and Jerome Baker at, Jerome Baker kind of playing the outside right here.
Yep.
So I think that would be ideal. And you can rotate Seiler kind of any way you want to rotate him. You can rotate Agba at the 3 tech if you want to also, if you want to get creative. But I mean, when you look at it and look at how Fangio kind of plays his defense, I mean, I think it's going to be prime for getting sacks, getting pressure, and also making it tough on the receivers to get the ball. And what I do want to see is I want to see our cornerbacks and our linebackers get hands on these route runners. I don't want to see guys getting free runs through the field.
Yes.
I want to see you get hands on them and bump them off their routes a little bit. So if we could do that and we could play stiff up front, bro, I mean, we're going to be a problem. I just want to see somebody who mans this 3 tech that really is going to get after it. That's what I really want to see. Like, I know Christian Wilkins is going to do his job. I know he's going to ball out. But I want to see these guys really get after it.
We need that high motor type of pass rush.
We do. We need Chubb to get back to where he was in Denver. That's exactly what we need.
Yeah, he was a monster in Denver.
He was a
David
monster.
Long is 26 years old.
27,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
That's young.
26.
That's young. Hey, let's run through this play and see how this unfolds. This is Vic Fangio's defense playing against the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry's in the backfield, right? Big number 12.
Look at that, Ryan Tannehill.
Mm-hmm.
They love, right? So it looks like you have, and I can't hear whatever they're saying, but it looks like you have these pass rush on the left. He's coming off the edge, trying to come around. It looks like
you see the double teams.
Yeah, right. And basically you got to double team these guys because when you look at
Which
it,
leaves 1-on-1 on the outside.
yeah, and it leaves guess who's free to play? These linebackers are free to play. So the linebackers are free to play. You see the double team right there.
Yeah.
Right. So you see the double teams. Everybody else is man on man. Now, what these double teams are meant for, this is what I want you guys to understand. These double teams are meant to either to stop those 2 guys from coming in, or they're usually trying to move towards that linebacker. So one of those guys are responsible for the linebacker. One of those guys in the double team are responsible for the linebacker, right? Okay. So center guard, one of them are responsible for 47. Tackle tight end over there, or is that, that looks like tackle tight end. Tackle tight end over there, one of those guys are responsible for 45 down here, or is that 43? So it looks like, and this is a play action, so they can't get up the field, right? So the linemen know when they're back here, they know, hey, we're just double teaming, we're holding these guys off. If 47 or 43 was the blitz right now, guess who's got to come off and get them? One of these linemen who are double teaming. So if 47 shot the gap, the center would know, hey, I got to come off and get that, or my guy, or Ryan Tannehill is going to get blasted. So while he's double teaming, his eyes are also on the linebacker. And you can see how his head here is kind of turned towards 47 because he knows if this guy comes and tries to shoot the gap, then it's my guy. I got to take him and I got to leave my guy to play man on man. So this is play action. You see his eyes are there. His eyes were there the whole time. And then Tannehill makes the throw and makes the play. So, I mean, I think Fangio is going to do a good job. I mean, with the talent we have, there's no way our defense shouldn't be killing teams, bro. Yeah. We should be making.
I gotta go, bro, but I'll holler at you guys, man. All right.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Peace, guys.
Peace, bro. Yeah, man. But I mean, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I'm gonna do final takes. I appreciate everybody coming out, man. We got 40 in the room. Do me a favor, hit the like. I would like to watch a lot more film with you guys, but this is off YouTube. So, and if I'm not showing the broadcast, they're gonna shut me down, and I don't want to get shut down.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's really not worth it. So I appreciate all y'all coming out. Give me your final take, Mountie. What you got for me, bro?
Hey, well, as always, it's always an honor and a pleasure to be a part of your panel and having me up with especially with folks that kind of know what they're talking about with football. So that's also refreshing. But I think Fangio, he's built the defense along with Greer and others. The guy knows what he's talking about. He's developed defensive players. He's got a track record. So look at his track record of developing defenses and players. So I have no real worries. It's just health. As long as we can stay healthy, fins up. See you in Nevada.
Yeah.
See you in Nevada.
See you in Nevada. See you in Las Vegas. That would be amazing, bro, for the Super Bowl, bro.
Just so you know, we go to Vegas. I'm going. Period.
Oh yeah. Vegas is amazing, man. I just got back last week. As far as the United States goes, it's definitely one of the best places in the United States. Definitely. Appreciate you coming through, Monty. It's always love, bro.
All right, man. Take care now.
Later, bro. All right, Mr. Polk, give me your final take, my boy.
Well, I'm kind of go with mine and say, we have all on both sides of the ball. We have a talented team. If we can stay healthy, and when I say healthy, I'm not just applying this to Tua, because we have to stay healthy as far as our running backs and other players go. If we stay healthy, I'm telling you the truth. I don't really see. I can only see maybe 2, maybe 3 teams beating us. If not that, if we stay healthy, because we're very talented, man. Very talented.
Very talented team. If we stay healthy, it's gonna be any given Sunday. Any given Sunday we can get beat, but we got a better chance of beating anybody any given Sunday.
Exactly. I
Whether it's the Kansas Cities, the Cincinnatis of the world, whoever it is, line it up and let's go. Because I'm taking my guys over their guys. I'm telling you that right now, man.
Well, I'm taking our Dolphins over the division. Our division.
For real. So over the division.
I'm gonna go that far.
Yeah.
And TBAD, thanks for letting me be on the show. Hey, I appreciate it.
Hey, my man Raul P said it. Hall of Fame panel today. Q, Iceman, Shake, Mountie, Crazy Dolphin. All my guys, all guys who know football, man. I appreciate y'all boys coming on, man. Appreciate you coming through, Mr. Poe. Even if you the Wolfpack, you can still come through and have a good conversation.
Hey, man, we Dolphins. At the end of the day, we Dolphin fans.
That's it, bro. That's
it, man.
Appreciate you coming on, bro.
All right, CBA3, thanks for having me on the show, bro.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
Peace. My man Q, man. Give me your final take. Q, what you got for me?
Hey, appreciate you for having the show, man. It's shows like these that, that gets us going through all day, man. So appreciate you for running the show today. All I got to say is it's a copycat league, and you wonder why teams are copycatting. They're copying a Vic Fangio, bro. You talk about the Brandon Staley's. Mm-hmm. You talk about the D'Amico Ryans. You talk about that dude up in Green Bay. You talk about a lot of teams, bro. They're using this Fangio defense, but nobody can do it better than Fangio.
Nobody. That's sensei.
And so,
sensei,
so the thing is, I think they just need to bring in the right personnel, and I think they have the right personnel. It's all about bringing it together now. Make sure they know their alignment and assignments, and it's simple. It's really simple if you think about it.
Hey, you said it, bro. Alignment and assignments. That's half the battle right there, bro. If you can line up right and you know what the hell you're doing, that's half the battle. I'm telling you that right now. They say football is about 75% mental and 25% physical. It really is, bro.
It really is, bro.
It really is. You just got to know where you need to be, and you got to know you got to play fast, because everything in the league is fast. So you got to play fast, man. Hey,
but appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate
always
you,
love.
Q. Hey, always love, bro. Appreciate you. Say it again.
Catch you later, Mouse.
Catch you later.
Later, brother.
All right.
Have
a good one.
All right, later. Hey, Shake, final take, my boy.
Yeah, man. This Thursday, Bleezy 38.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the blender this Thursday. I had Dolph Freaky in the blender last week.
Hey, that was a great show, by the way. Great show in the blender last week.
Yeah, and also had my man Batman, the on a special Tuesday. So
okay, I like that. I did watch that one too, bro. You be killing them with the shows, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like I said, man, I'm already aiming for you to be on there in the month of June. So I definitely want to
Let's do it.
link up with you sometime. Yeah. So let me know which Thursday of June will be best suited for you, bro.
That's cool, bro. That's birthday month too. I'm birthday's at the end of the month, so that works out perfect, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, but I'll hit you up because I have a few questions and a few things I need to ask before we get in the blender. But this week it's all about Bleezy 38. We're also going to be promoting the Beach Bash. It's in Fort Myers, man. I'm gonna be going to that, man. That's one of the things I love about the community. I'm gonna be making some good memories this year, bro.
Hey, this community rocks like no other, bro. The parties, the gatherings, the events, bro. Miami Sports Music does an amazing job. Stephen D, everybody, the clubs everywhere, bro. We just have a good time. We wanna cheer our Dolphins on. We wanna see our guys win, man. So, hey, appreciate you coming through, Shake. It's all love, bro.
By the way, last night, I was on TV, the Phins tailgate. I fell asleep. I fell asleep halfway through the show. Luckily, Color was there to close it out for me.
Oh my gosh, bro! You was knocked out, huh? Mid show.
Yeah, but no. The reason I'm bringing it up is because we were debating Buffalo Bills fans, and literally two. I mean, Pete was sounding like a two.
Oh, really? Pete sounded like a two earlier last night.
Yeah, talking to he was really rooting for rooting for the Dolphins. You'd be like who the hell is this Pete? But when he's talking to the other fans, he fights for the Dolphins, man.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, I appreciate you coming. Hey, shout out to Pete, man. Hey, I know Pete has good intentions. He's a two and near at heart, bro. Definitely a two and near at heart.
All right, much love, my brother.
Hey, much love, bro. Have a good one, bro.
You too.
All right, man. Hey, that's Phins Take with CB83, a Sunday show for y'all, man. You already know what time it is. Me and Color had a little bet. The bet was, hey, Color didn't think that Tua would be around the season to be our starting quarterback. I thought he would be, and I think I'm going to win this bet week 1 of the season when Tua takes that first snap as a Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. And check out the video here. This is where we talk about
it's another day in paradise.
CB, we're one more day closer to me paying you out, man.
Hey, you better have my $100, Color. You better have my $100, bro.
Color
will be a man of his word.
So who's the starter of day 1? There you go.
Well, you know I've already graduated to hope. I'm not at faith yet, but I have graduated to hope. You realize that, right?
Okay.
So you might be getting your money. Because if you got me hoping, that's powerful.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if we got you hoping, Color, we are on the right path, my man.
I mean, my hope is made some crazy things happen. I'm
Keep hope
for the
alive.
Miami Miracle.
So, CB,
Right.
where do you
true.
stand on sabotage, CB?
Yeah, so that was the video of Color and I discussing the bet. Hopefully he's not a Welcher and he's a man of his word and he can say, hey, yeah, you're right. Tua's gonna be our guy, and pay me my money. So, hey, Tua's gonna go out there and ball. Tua Leroy is on the way. Get ready. Y'all already know what time it is, man. You already know.
All right, Leroy. Who's the one and only Max?
I
Oh, God damn. Let me go, motherfucker. Let me go.
If you guys haven't seen The Last Dragon, please go stream The Last Dragon. I think it's on HBO Max right now. Great movie, classic movie. Tua Leroy is him. Tua is Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon, man. Looking forward to seeing that glow again this year as he picks apart defenses and we win a bunch of games, man. I appreciate everybody coming out on a Sunday, spending time with me. 2-hour stream. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Everybody saying good show. I love that. I appreciate you guys coming out and enjoying the content, because I wouldn't be nothing without you guys. I really wouldn't be. Even if I had 2 people or 3 people in here, it would still be mad love, and it'd still be worth it. I appreciate you guys. Be sure to check me out this week. Turn on notifications. I'm going to go live probably 2 to 3 times this week. Probably 3 times this week, just to discuss what we're hearing from OTAs and what we're hearing from reports. So be sure to turn on notifications. Be sure to like this video for me if you haven't already. Share, subscribe. Any questions for me, feel free to comment below. Hey, before you leave the video, be sure to comment and let me know what you're looking forward to seeing in camp. What matchups, whether it's a particular unit. Be sure to lock in, get in the comment section, let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. I always interact with people in my comments. So be sure to comment, let me know what you're looking forward to seeing. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. Be good on this Sunday, be blessed. Have a great week, guys. Tomorrow's Monday. Everybody don't get to see Mondays. Have a good week. Started off with a bang. Get after this week. Looking forward to seeing you guys later in the week as we talk about some of the stuff going on in the Dolphins community, man. I appreciate you, Mr. Polk. Great show. He says, great show, CB83. Mansa says, I'll lock in. Raul P says that $100 worth a lot more. Definitely worth a lot more. My man Shake in the building. Mansa still in the building. My man Bo G says, good show today. Panel, appreciate the content. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Appreciate you, Mudbone. Got love for all of my people in the chat. Liz509 said, great show. Appreciate you. My man Raul P. Everybody, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll get after it this week. Be sure to turn on notifications. You already know what time it is. We going, bro. We going. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. Hey, it's been Say with CB83. I'm out. I'll see you guys this week. Be sure to lock in. The Dolphins are back on the field tomorrow. Let's get it.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Hey, get ready for this game, man. Will Jimmy close them boys out last? Will they close them out? What is going on?
I hope so.
Okay. Hey, I hope so, man.